time. So, what would you say is some of the proudest moments that you guys were able to capture on Mike and Molly?
I mean, I think I think just generally speaking, the all of us on the camera crew, we're all like family, and to be together with that family 2 days a week, and just to be on that stage and to be a part of something big and watch it get big and watch Melissa McCarthy get big and watch Billy Gardell go from a good hometown guy to a famous Hollywood star, and just to like kind of witness that and be a part of it was really cool. And I'm sure you would agree with that. And I think the Mike and Molly turns out to be the highlight for me because we were just like we were treated so well on that show. We would shoot like 3 weeks in a row and then we'd have a hiatus, and then when the hiatus hits, we'd have a big party. They bring in like, I don't know, music and food and arcade games, and God, it was really a special time. I'm not sure those times will ever come back, but that's what was most important, is just the camaraderie with the whole crew and the cast. And we were all just like friends. It didn't matter if who you were on the crew. Like we were just all really good friends. And then the holidays would roll around. Oh my God, you remember Billy would play Santa, and like everyone would get gifts and everyone would be giving gifts, and it was just a really special time. It was at Warner Brothers, and that stage had so much history with Friends and other big shows. And man, you really feel like you're doing pretty good in your own personal career. I've always felt like I was doing good when I was at Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is like one of my favorite studios, and that was just happening there. It's just okay, it's lunchtime. All right, let's all go out and play basketball, or let's all go out for a walk, or we'll meet for lunch. It was just those are some really good times that I'll never forget.
And for me, one of the stories that stands out the most was how everybody was so supportive of each other's projects. And I wanted to bring up Tamara's short film that you guys went to go help her on in Japan. And she was able to pull crew members from our sitcom to help her on her independent passion project. What was it like for you to support a fellow crew member and also like to film in another country?
You know, I met Tamara on Mike and Molly, and I think I also met you on Mike and Molly. And I was gravitated towards her. She was just such a nice person with big dreams. And we would talk about it over and over. And she's like, I'm getting this film together. And I'm still a big fan of hers, and we're still good friends. And and she's like, I think I got something going on. It's gonna happen in Japan. And I'm like, if you have something going on in Japan, I want to be there for you in any capacity that you need me. And so count me in. And we worked out a little deal with the producer, and you know we made it work. We made it work, and I couldn't believe it. It actually happened. And oh my gosh, I we were like working solid for like, I don't know, like 3 days, 4 days. I think I slept probably 10 hours that whole week. That job was such a blur. We did so much. We were on mountainsides, like with like it was just crazy what we did with these like crazy trucks and filming these scenes in the back of a truck and this horse. And oh my God, it was foggy. That whole show was a dream. And like I took some time off after that to go explore Japan, but man, that was a whirlwind, and I didn't sleep like that whole time. It was like we'd finally get in like at midnight, and like we'd be at set like at 5 or 6 in the morning. But it was so cool to like get on a train and go back to Tokyo knowing that we did something really cool. And they work really hard in Japan, and I learned so much about that country. And I've been back to work the Olympics in Tokyo during COVID, and that was a whole other experience. But I absolutely love that country because of Tamara's short film, and it was just such a great experience again. And the crew was great, and I learned a lot about the environment there in Japan and how they respect nature and they deal with shooting in a different way, like no stands on the moss. We protect our moss. We don't we don't like ruin the environment around us. It's completely different from what we see in Los Angeles. It's like run and gun, do what you got to do, knock over anything, and so that was great. The sitcoms are a very nice departure from live television. And yeah, you mentioned Elton John, and we talked about that a little bit. That was just such a huge job. Um, being on the comms, listening to the director and all these people talking about the helicopter is going to fly by, and like, oh my God, I'm just like, when, and we have the opening shot of him coming out in his Gucci lame Dodger outfit, and and it's like my operator is like, you better get this right, because I was pulling focus on that, and that's stressful. That's like that's the shot that they designed, that's lit for. And it's like I knew it was at 10 feet too. So I just set my focal point at 10 feet. And even if it was off a little bit, I knew that the LeMay outfit of Elton John, that's really easy to find focus on my monitor. You just go bam and boom, it popped, and like it worked. He walked out into the stadium. My operator went around him, did a 360, maybe a little bit too much. The director didn't want him to go the whole way, but I know he's going to go the whole way. So it was that was a fantastic show, and we got a little Emmy. Uh, I got an Emmy acknowledgement for it. As a camera.